Advice?
Yeah.
Pick good parents. Elite genetics always helps. Train hard. Do a couple hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week. Never fucking rest, bro. Yeah.
Fucking inspiring. Three things we're looking for. One is correct head positioning. If I get correct head positioning, I'm looking to build to an underhook. That could be a reset condition. I'm looking to pick up a single leg, reset condition, or I'm looking to get to a rear body lock. That's a reset condition, all right? So three sort of things, just looking to hand fight into something that'll, something meaningful to actually get your partner down, just using it as a warm-up, right? So hand fighting into these three positions, you're looking to get underhook, single leg pickup, or rear body lock. The whole time you want to have resting stance, down block arm, elbows nice and tight, okay? Any questions? No, find a partner, guys. Stance, elbows tight. We got Sahib from Dagestan here. So from the hills of Dagestan to the hills of Vajram. Time. Nice work, guys. Everybody grab a quick sip of water if you need to. We'll get straight into some technique now. We'll cover what we'll be doing this week, and then we'll just keep the late part of the class live. We're having a look at some front headlock breakdowns. We're just going to jump straight into that right now. Have a look at a breakdown that we've been going over, and then we're going to have a look at two submissions from once we actually get into the front headlock on the ground, from the inverted front headlock. So we had a look at a couple of entries into the front headlock, but we're just going to go straight into it now. So, you know, maybe I've snapped Jimmy and I've got my chin strap. What I want to do is reinforce my chin strap. So I've got the palm of my hand right on the bone of his chin. My other hand comes behind his armpit here, and I reinforce it, right? So I'm sort of doubling down on the chin strap. From here, I want to like tie my elbows together, and I'm kind of pulling, like, or scooping my thumb back towards my chest, really tightening up everything in that headlock, so it's not loose, right? So Jimmy tries to sort of weasel his head out, it's pretty tight. Whereas if I've got my fucking elbows flared, yeah, exactly, kind of start exposing some stuff that Jimmy can do. But we're from the front headlock now. So a few different ways you can break them down. One nice and simple, and like my analogy for this is like you're whipping a towel and just sprawling, right? So creating a lot of weight over the shoulders of Jimmy and sprawling down. So I'll show you what that looks like. Lift up and then pull and sprawl down, getting his elbows or hands to the mat, and we can go from there. That's great for a number of reasons, but sometimes the guy's just too strong. You can't really break them down, get their elbows or hands to the mat. So then we have another one, which is using a butterfly hook to kick them over. So if we get the front headlock here, you'll see where people kind of sit in, they bring their knee to their chest, they sit down, and they kick them over into an inverted front headlock. That one also can be great, especially if you have good timing on it. Whereas explosive and athletic wrestlers can typically like pivot on their head and almost land in side control. So Jimmy sort of does that one to me. Boom, sits in with his hook, goes to kick me. You'll get guys that jump over, nice and athletic like that, and can sort of shut you down. But this third one is the one that Gordon Ryan used 86 in 2017 in the finals. He broke down Keenan Cornelius with it, and that's the one we're going to look at, where it sort of has the least amount of problems. So Jimmy's here in front, I've got my headlock. And all I'm going to do is basically start driving into Jimmy and getting a little bit of a pushback. All right? When I get that pushback, I'm going to sit down to my right hip. I'm going to extend my leg, blocking Jimmy's lead leg. All right? Because I have his head controlled and I'm just sitting straight down, all that does is it pendulums his head down nice and low. And because his legs are blocked, he's going to run out of flexibility, and then the legs go over. All right? What I'm not doing is trying to like suplex him over or turn with it. I'm just sitting straight down, my leg out. As soon as my butt hits the mat, then I can look over my shoulder and send him over. So it looks like this. Up here, I've got my headlock. I walk forward into Jimmy, I get a push back, I sit, I flip him over into an inverted front headlock. All right, because I have the chin strap, I control his rotation. So a lot of time, people will just grab without controlling the head. If Jimmy turns into me, yeah, exactly, I can end up on the bottom here, and it goes really bad. If I have the chin strap and he tries to turn into me, I can retract my elbow and it's impossible for him. Right? The only way he can go is away, and as he does, that's predictable, and I can follow him. I can start looking to set up my guillotines or circling around to the back and attacking from there. So we're just going to look at that sort of send over, just blocking the foot, getting into inverted front headlock. Then we'll look at a couple of submissions from that turtle area. So we're here, any snap down possible, again into here, doubling down on the chin strap, tight elbows, back, bringing your thumb back to your chest. I'm going to walk in, getting a push back, I'm going to sit, sending him over the top here with my chin strap and tricep. Like I said, I can scissor my legs, put my forehead on the mat, come up to mount, and I can finish the guillotine here if I've got a good bite. Sometimes naturally as they roll, you'll roll kind of into mount anyway, which is also good to finish the guillotine. Or I can coax him by turning the neck to a turtle position to attack guillotines or circling through to the back. So we'll just have a look at that breakdown and then we'll get into two subs. Cool, fun time. This week we've got Stephen Erceg joining us. So Steve's ranked in the top 10 for the UFC flyweight division, recently fought for the title against Pantoja, and it was an absolute cracking fight. So he's coming off a win, looking to get back in the title contention, so it's been really good having him here this week. He's training with Rush Royal, so Rush is a highly ranked flyweight on the regional scene. I believe he's got a fight in Japan in a couple of weeks. In addition to that, we obviously got Sean Gauchi here every week. You know, Sean's a striking coach here. PFL signed. There's rumored he might be fighting in February. But yeah, he's doing incredible right now. So his grappling's improved, you know, phenomenally since he's been with us. And I'm really excited to see him put it together in the cage early next year. In addition to that, we've got Sahib joining us from Dagestan. Sahib just won Victoria State Wrestling Championship. And I believe he's ranked number 3 in the country for wrestling at the moment. So he's another awesome addition. We're looking forward to developing his skills and getting him into the MMA game as well. In addition to that, we've got the big man Timmy as always a crowd favorite, working on his skills from bottom. It's been the cooking pot in here this week, and it's quite exciting in the sense that it has the highest degree of strangulation because it has double closure, in the sense that my bicep's cutting off one artery and my wrist is cutting off the other. Going behind the arm means that I control the body as well. So if you look at like some of the older school guillotines, like the high elbow or the Marcelo team, which was very popular when I started, it's great for a strangle, but it doesn't control the rotation. So people will getting their back to the mat and misaligning that strangle, but with the high wrist, it kind of takes care of that problem. So just in a sequential sort of concept. If I get this front headlock here and do exactly what I did, knock Jimmy down, Jimmy wants to turtle, so as I do, now we end up here, all right? So this is where we're gonna start. We're gonna start from the front headlock. I'm gonna have one knee down, one leg up, a chin strap and a tricep grip, all right? Once I'm here, I'm gonna use that chin strap to open up the neck, okay? So I can just pull, retract, opening up all this space. I'm gonna slide my arm all the way through until my wrist or my fingers can be visible from behind, okay? To get deep enough, I can shift my head. So right now, my ear is on the right side of Jimmy's body. I want to slide it all the way through. That allows me to get deeper with this arm. But what I don't want to do is pass Jimmy's head under me at the same time. So I want to make sure that I keep it nice and tucked, but I follow it through like so. Now that my wrist is in the correct position, I'm gonna move to a 45-degree angle and actually pin it in there, okay? So my chest is gonna pin my wrist in there. This kind of locks everything up, and now I'm going to reach under his armpit and connect to my elbow on the far side. So I'm going up through here, under the armpit, connecting to my elbow on the far side. If you can't connect to your elbow on the far side, sometimes you can just tuck it under your forearm, or even just tuck it under his armpit here, okay? This is kind of the minimum requirement. Other than that, getting all the way through to your elbow is gonna be best bet. Now I wanna get a guard. We're just gonna use like a little bit of a side guard. With this one, because there's such a high degree of strangulation, even if Jimmy jumps to side control, this choke still works, right? This is one thing I like about this guillotine, is once I get everything locked up, even if I sit and Jimmy jumps to the correct side, I can still finish the guillotine without even a guard. But it's always better to get one, controlling the body, controlling his rotation. So all I'm gonna do is sit my hips in and then throw my left leg over his back. And I wanna throw it as high up on his back as I can. So I'm here, I've got my chin strap tricep grip, I open up, I slide through, I go to 45-degree angle, punching my hand to his shoulder with my chest, I reach under. From here, my left leg goes close to his body, I lift him up slightly, I slide my hips under, and my leg comes up, crunching in, getting a really tight finish on the guillotine. All right, so without Jimmy, just showing it one, I'm here, knee down. That's gonna give me the balance and support to move my hands, all right? If Jimmy, let's go. If Jimmy's settled here and I can start setting up subs with my knee on the mat, this is great. If he starts to 4-point, I'll typically get my knee off the mat and start weighing on him heavy, and I'll look to break him back down, and then I'll go for my subs, all right? So just keep that in mind. Don't leave your knee on the mat if he's getting active. You should be active too. But as soon as things start to slow down and you get that little window, you can put your knee down there and allow you to wrap up the neck. So we're here, chin strap. Lifting up, sliding across. My head position comes across, my guillotine goes in. I reach behind the armpit, connecting to my elbow, stepping close, lifting up. I slide my hips in, sitting. This comes over for my guard, crunching in, getting a really nice tight guillotine there. So like I said, we'll have a look at the high wrist, which I think is most optimal. It can be a little bit hard to get in the sense that the distance between his shoulder and my torso needs to be some space for me to clear my wrist. But if there's not, we're gonna have a look at the arm in guillotine. And the arm in guillotine is the single most successful one in all fight sports. Even looking at the last ADCC, there was 5 guillotines hit. All 5 of them were arm in. I think the one before that was a similar case where the majority of guillotines are hit with the arm in, even the same with MMA. So guys are just always extending that arm, it's always up on the hip, sort of shuts down that high risk opportunity, but we'll have a look at the arm in after this. Yep, let's have a look. Yeah, that's good, man. Yeah, really smooth. Everything there was good. What's that?
I'm trying to step out as close as I can.
Yeah. It's like you bring your hips to them, not drag them to you, you know?
He goes for my leg there, that's just wasted.
Exactly, he's going into it. Choke comes on. Yeah, exactly. All right, we'll move on for the arm in now. Alrighty guys, let's move on to one of my favorites, and that's the arm in guillotine. All right, so it looks like this. I'm crunching in, side crunching, lifting up, getting a nice tight tap with the arm in guillotine there. anaconda. Yeah, absolutely. Scissor, forehead to the mat, into mount. Yep, and then hips in. Go fully to mount. Go fully to mount. Do you want me to show you? Yeah, can I grab you, Riley? Let's just go from inverted front headlock. Roll over, inverted front headlock, yep. So, bang on here, scissor, forehead to the mat, up, here. And then hip in. You're right, mate. It's fucking tight, hey. So you go inverted, front headlock, yep. So once, boom, that's locked. Scissor, head to the mat, lift up, here. And then hips in. Really tight. We'll just get straight into some open rounds now, finish out the night. So yeah, try to get as many as you can. A little bit of a busy room, so be mindful of those around you. Obviously we can start standing using your wrestling, but be mindful if there's two people, you know, on the floor next to you. Don't try to double leg your homie onto him. It's a pretty silly decision. But yeah, just be mindful of those around you in the room, have fun, and yeah, try to be technical.
You good?
Yeah, that's what's going.
environment's awesome. The environment's awesome. It's culture, the environment, the training. 10 out of 10. It has to be. It has to be. And first and foremost for me is culture. So that's what nails it for me. What do you reckon?
No, you see the boys working hard, yeah. Just credit to the boys, eh?